Yes, we're back here again, and it's Football Wahala. You know what we do here, talk about football. And today, we're talking about the transfers that has been happening, going on between clubs, players moving from one club to the other. Clubs have seen where they were lacking in the previous season, and they feel they are doing the right buy to help, bolster the team for preparation for the upcoming season. So stick around as we discuss this issue, or this topic rather, right here on Football Wahala.
I still don't do well.
Why? Because they've been quiet,
There's no motivation.
no motivation.
Yeah. Hurricane spirit is no longer there.
So do you feel he might just leave? Surprisingly, maybe.
No, he should leave. It's overdue. He should leave. If he doesn't leave, then he will just be one of those diamonds or whatever that will just bury it. He didn't give him the opportunity to.
So Man City can just steal him.
If Man City steals Hurricane and Grealish, it's over.
Is it possible?
I think based on financial fair play, it will not be possible to get the two players because the two players is going to cost
About 200.
250 million.
No, about 200. How much is Grealish?
Grealish is 100. Hurricane is above 100.
You can get Hurricane for like 120.
No, come on. Yes, I think 130 upwards. That's what.
You know what they say? With proper arrangement, the devil can have handshake with God. With proper arrangement, you know what? We're going to give you 18 now, and we'll give you 70 later. That's financial.
You know that they just escaped one recently. That is massive. So they need to sell out players
For them to be able to. It will be easy for them. I think they want to sell this guy.
They have to
Jesus.
have to sell out.
Even there's a rumor about Sterling going to Arsenal too.
Sterling, Arsenal.
Yeah, the rumor was there.
Sterling.
Yeah. They were interested.
If I was telling I'll retire from football.
But
I'll not go from Man City to an Arsenal.
But could Man City sell off Sterling?
Man City, very possible. Sterling is good. They have Foden. And with the right amount to sell Sterling. Easily. With the right amount. Because if they're bringing in Grealish and they're bringing in, what's his name?
Hurricane.
Sterling.
So it's still possible that he could go to an Arsenal. Because if no other club
And that's what I was
is
saying.
coming for him, so
And that's what I was saying that if I was telling, I'll retire.
retire.
So going
At what
to
age?
I won't go to
At what
Arsenal.
age now?
No, he
Why?
said he said personally to
If
him.
I was
he said
Sterling,
it
It
personally to him.
why? Arsenal is a great club. No matter how they performing for the past years.
You know, Philly for Ikoyi, there's option on VI and Lekki, Congo, Yaba. He get as it be.
Mind you, you are risking either going down to a slum or going to
When Barcelona will easily snap it.
But Barcelona is not coming.
No, they will.
Will means not. It's not a certain.
If
thing.
he's available.
If it's, of course, you're saying that he's old. And Man City are looking to
No. When I mean old, Sterling is 26, right?
Okay.
No, Sterling. That's my boy.
No, Sterling's
That's my boy.
28 now.
28.
29.
That's it.
Sterling has been a Liverpool player for since more than 8 years now. Even when he has joined Man City, has played like 5 seasons.
Like 5
seasons. Yeah.
Anyway, speaking about Arsenal, what do you feel about their
Transfer.
Yeah, the transfer, activities?
I feel it's decent. I feel like they're
Ben White.
Yeah, I feel Ben White for 50. I feel it's too much. But I feel they're trying to make a statement.
Yeah.
Finishing, I think, was not 10th last
Yeah,
season.
10th, 9th.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Yeah.
I feel that I'm sure they were very disappointed. They didn't even qualify for the Europa. So that was a big blow to Arsenal. Arsenal is still a big club.
Yeah.
Because if you say mention the big six, Arsenal still be mentioned, but as it is, they had a very disappointing season. And so the couple of few signings they've made so far, it's just a statement to say, you know what, we really want to come back, but I don't think they are big enough to,
What do you feel?
contend for the title. Probably for first four, but not.
Where
for
do you
title.
feel you were lacking last season? When it concerns players, not maybe the other things. Like, what do you feel you were lacking? Do you feel
Everywhere
coming up?
We're lacking everywhere. At some point, Aubameyang was underperforming. The midfield, we're not even sure. The coach don't really. I did not really see a consistent tactics. Or sometimes you don't even blame the coach. He will do what he wants to do. You gotta go out there and interpret the plan. The defenders at some point they look like they are good. Little mistakes here and there. I think with these few signings, they might try to finish top 6.
Do you see that as well? Like with the bought so far?
To me, I'm still not convinced about what they are buying, except if it's trying to show character, because I think what Arsenal need is more than a player. It's not just a player to just come. They need an eventual character. The character that the life of Wenger used to portray in that team yesteryears. Even though
like Patrick Vieira,
even thereafter, even when they see get below average players, the impact of Arsene Wenger is still there.
Yes.
Can this coach now be able to put that such character into the players that he's assembling now? So there is difference between you getting the players and you to try to impact that character in them.
Imagine buying Pepe for over how much? Yet nothing.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Arsene Wenger was getting results with unknown players.
It's unknown. So
in fact, with children,
have to be that.
Guess what? Arsenal was still
that.
top 4. They were still battling for the title.
Yes.
But now Arsenal is just irregular.
And then they just need to be careful, because every other average teams are catching up.
Coming up, yeah.
West Ham, you mentioned West Ham.
West Ham is no longer a regular club.
Yeah.
Now they are catching up.
They almost pushed Chelsea
part of the
top 4.
They want to be part of the success now.
Aston Villa.
You look at Everton now. Still went to go after the exit of Ancelotti. They still went on to go and get Rafa Benitez. You can see that Rafa Benitez is still a good coach.
But then it's still going to be like a signal to other clubs, man, if you don't put the pressure, if you don't keep up, as in you're going to lose your spot. So I'm looking at other clubs like the Man U's, the Liverpools, and everything. Man U especially getting Sancho. I don't know. Is it the Jesus they've been waiting for?
Nah.
Or he's not, or he's all hype, and they also getting Varane.
I think Sancho at some point is overrated.
Overrated.
Yes, when I use the word overrated, he's just an average normal player. I will choose. Okay, I'm a bit biased though. I'll choose a Mount over a Sancho. Why? Because at some point the Premier League is a bit very competitive. It's fast. It needs people who are rugged. Can a Sancho fit in that system?
Boys, at this point, I disagree with you.
I was expecting that.
Yeah, definitely.
I was expecting it.
Let's be realistic to ourselves. Even the Mount you mentioned, what gave him chance? You and I know that Chelsea doesn't give such a player a room. It was because Chelsea was on a ban. That is where Lampard was able to bring in Mount. Let's be realistic to ourselves.
No, I'm smiling.
No.
Before you even land,
keep smiling. Keep smiling. Just keep smiling.
Okay, talk.
Just keep smiling.
Now,
a Sancho have shown it all.
Yeah.
How good he is
in a German league.
Definitely.
In a German league that even the likes of Kai Havertz and
I want to go there.
Now we're shining.
Listen.
Came to
I want to go there
and started having
boys. Wait. Okay. I remember when Timo Werner came, Kai Havertz came. Everybody thought, who is these players? How could they spend this so amount? This same thing you talk about Sancho was also said then. But today, Chelsea can boast of Champions League, being a Champions League winner with this same set of players.
Exactly.
See,
I'm a Chelsea
like
fan.
what we said earlier.
But how come Sancho was benched?
See, By who?
But
You mean by the three lines?
No,
Definitely, you can't use that as a yardstick.
Because I know what
you can't use that as a yardstick.
Because he was
No, it's not about favor.
English.
It's not like that. It's not like that. Even when somebody asked me, I said a Mount will play ahead of Sancho.
Exactly.
I'm not disputing that. Listen, I'm not disputing that. They are not playing for the same club now. They want to play for a different club.
Okay.
See, Sancho coming in for Man U is a good. Why I said it's good is this. A Rashford always played because he did not have somebody who is challenging him.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic to ourselves.
True.
The coming in of Sancho now will let them not to really rely on Rashford anymore like that, because Sancho can play either from the right or from the left side. See, what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs is not just only about the player. He needs to bring out the character out of those guys.
Yeah.
They need character. It's not, if you like, see, it's not because Kai Havertz is in Chelsea or Timo Werner was in Chelsea, that's why they won the Champions League. It's because at the end of the day, character has to show up. At the end of the day, if you get these players, character doesn't show up, you won't get anything out of them. No matter how big the player is, no matter how small the player is, what you just need to get out of those players is the character that, oh, we want to win. Let's do this and win the game. That's what every team needs. That's why I said, like, if you look at this league now, if you tell me, oh, the favorites still remain the old dogs.
Which are
Man City, Liverpool. I will still count on it. It's when others now show the character that we want to overtake these guys. That is when they will be able to get them. Like now, Man City still even remain the number one favorite the way it is, because they are not letting go any player. Okay. The players are still intact. Like me now, Chelsea now probably will say, okay, like for me now, if Chelsea really want to do it now, this time around they should focus on the league more. But if they are trying to say, okay, we want to defend the Champions League more, I think they will have two things to fight for. But if they focus on the league, they are strong contender. Apart from these two, to me, Manchester United needs beyond players. If like they should get Haaland of this world, get this of this world. If the players do not apply consistency,
they also got Varane now, so does that help?
He's laughing. Maybe you ask him because I know he wants to criticize Varane.
I'm not going to say anything. Because you made it match of Varane.
Yes. But you are saying something. You said you want to say anything, but you are saying something.
He practically cost the goal. I'm sorry, Varane. I'm sorry,
No.
But you're a disaster.
Listen.
So you're saying it's going to be terrible at Man U?
I'm not saying it was going to be terrible, but
I think they actually brought him in like to replace, to push Lindelof off, because they feel Lindelof is not doing well enough. So,
but I think what Varane did in that first match, what the fans is that first? That wasn't.
Yeah, but then you can't use that now to measure.
No, I'm just joking.
Yeah,
Varane is what class? He's what class? we can't take that away.
But this is your laugh, man. This is your laugh.
I know.
I'm still choosing Varane over Harry Kane.
See, let's be realistic to ourselves.
Okay.
It's not that Lindelof is going to be pushed out.
He will.
No. This is, if you look at present day football, three defenders. Look at the way the three Lions did it.
So it depends on how you want to line up now.
Yeah,
but
three of them.
Okay, you have three defenders to
three, yes, now just like the three Lions have Stone, Maguire, and then which is their third man? Stone, Maguire, and which other person? Can you remind me? Just like they are playing 3-4-2-1. Now you can play Lindelof, Maguire, and likewise Varane. So one thing is that Maguire will be playing as a libero. He will be moving. You know, if you look at it, most times Maguire will just move and leave the behind flat-footed. So you understand? So at the end of the day, Lindelof will be struggling. So I believe now that if Maguire make the libero move, sometimes support through the midfield, then Varane cover up for him. So if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really know what he's doing, I think the three players can play at a time. Play the three of them. Now ask Wan-Bissaka to play as a wing back, not as a right back. as a right wing back.
That's almost like duplicating Chelsea's pattern.
Definitely, that is what many of them, even including what they call it, Liverpool.
Yeah.
You see Alexander Arnold, likewise Robinson. It's because of what affected them last season was because of the injury of this man, Van Dijk. They could have been playing it that way too. Yeah. So, and you can see the way Chelsea also do it. Christensen, what they call it, Thiago Silva, then Rudiger will play. Why this man here,
you just say Christensen?
Christensen, or sometimes
is it that Christensen or yes,
then James will be playing as a right wing back, likewise Ben Chilwell as a left wing back. So the three of them can still play. And because why I signed in the coming of Varane was that Bailly used to be an injury player, and then this other boy Transebe is not that mobile enough.
I don't even remember he exists sometimes.
But then Varane, I think he has won virtually everything.
Sometimes
everything. You might not feel like, let me just come to mind.
Sometimes it's not by winning everything.
Yes.
What I'm saying is he might not have that hunger.
You see where you need to come out of the picture, because even when he was playing for Real Madrid, he always played under the shadow of Ramos.
Yes.
I think this is the time for him to now come out and say, I can do it.
You sure? Because the way I see it, I think they're portraying Maguire as the head there because he's like a captain. Do you think if Maguire will let him?
That still depends on the work
like
of Varane. He has to work hard. You cannot just come to a place and say you want to just claim me. He has to work hard too. Because if to me, if I see only one-on-one, I will tell him, look, it's high time you started doing the way Alex Ferguson used to do it. Alex Ferguson never played a particular player in a particular role. As a Alex Ferguson player, you can play 3 or 4 different roles. Do you know that a Wan-Bissaka can also play as a central defender?
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
Harry Maguire, to me, if I'm a defender, supposed to play a roving 4.
A 6.
Not even a central, a 4. A 4. He's a mobile player. He knows how to move. He can manage ball. He's even a good player than being a defender. That is why you see that when the life of John O'Shea was a Man U, John O'Shea did everything for Man U. Even he keep as a goalkeeper. John O'Shea, Rio Ferdinand, sometimes players too. Likewise, this guy that is Jones. Phil Jones also play as 4, sometimes play as a central, sometimes play as a right back. So you have to make sure you rotate these players and look area that they can also be useful, that they can do something.
Okay, so speaking about character now, what will you now say about Ramos?
Ramos
at PSG.
At PSG, definitely at the defense line they don't have problem. Now that Sergio Ramos is there, because I think they lack that too. The exit of Thiago Silva affected them last season. Let's be realistic. I do not see somebody who is coordinating them anymore at the defense. But they Sergio Ramos coming. I think where PSG still need to work it out is the up front.
Up front?
Yes. Why I'm saying this?
You know, they have Mbappe, they have Neymar.
Neymar, this team.
You still have Neymar.
I'm not seeing a good coordination at that up front.
But let's not forget they have a good coach. And last season, no, not last season, 2 seasons ago, they were at the finals.
Of course.
It shows, or it's an indicator that they're doing something right, because normally nobody will really rate PSG as one of the top clubs. But right now, PSG has been, for the past probably 5-6 years, they've been on the table of discussion when you're talking about, giants of European. Then it used to be the likes of the AC Milan, the Inter Milan, the Real Madrid, the Barcelona, probably the Man U.
Juventus.
But now, before you even mention AC and Inter, I think you will actually mention PSG. So I think they are doing something really well, but they have not just been able to, they've not gotten that result yet. They play Farmers League, they've won everything in the league. In fact, there are 2 clubs in the French league, PSG and other leagues. Yeah, there are 2 clubs basically, and other leagues. But I think I can even say that they have one of the most brilliant signings of the season. In fact, I was even shocked to realize that they have about 9 goalkeepers. Madness. Real madness. But I think.
And they still got Donnarumma.
Yeah. I think PSG, if they are consistent, they will actually get what they're looking for. Which is a Champions League.
Yeah, we don't know how long that will take because other
Probably the next
other clubs too.
The next 2-3 years
are not sleeping.
No, their hunger and their appetite is a bit.
I think both PSG and Man City are going through the same shadow now.
Exactly.
I think they should just go back to what happened to Chelsea eventually after 2008 that they played in the final and then it took them another 4 years. 4 years rather. Before they could now win, that was 2012.
Yes.
So I think they too need to work towards that this thing time to time before they could be able to get it. I think the picture sheet show that PSG will win it before Man City.
You sure? You sure?
Yes,
No,
I'm sure.
No, I don't agree with that.
I'm sure.
With Pep being in Man City, no.
You see, that's why I said character.
Probably if Pep was in PSG,
Yes.
they will probably win it. But with Pep being in Man City winning before PSG.
I don't think. See, the only coach that can win it for Man City will just be a coach that you and I doesn't know that will just impact this. See, character is different from trying to put discipline on players. Pep have been trying based on discipline the players, but the character is yet not there.
Well, you see in football, you never can tell because there are teams that you write off that you just find somewhere unexpected. Like you see, like the Euro, Chelsea exactly. Even in the Euros, where no one was, we saw Italy moving, but we didn't see them at the finals.
Majority of people never see them.
You don't see them at the finals. I didn't see them winning.
They're just.
You understand? So football it's funny. You guys think PSG will win it.
That is why.
The next thing you see
that's why
I
I always like to follow trend of what happens in the past. See, when music is very loud for a team, they don't get the right song to sing. That is how it's always happened. Look at Chelsea until when a Di Matteo was their coach before they could win the Champions League. But prior to that, after Jose Mourinho, they've gotten world-class coaches that they could not eventually win. But when a Di Matteo comes, those guys decided to prove the character. I think you can get it now. The same thing applies to now. Thomas Tuchel come. Just apply
but you cannot classify Thomas Tuchel with Di Matteo.
I can accept that best.
Okay.
But looking at Chelsea as a team, they have gotten coaches that are even bigger than Thomas Tuchel.
I agree.
Like they could not win the Champions League. The same thing applies to Real Madrid.
I hope you've enjoyed what you've watched and we would definitely appreciate your comments. Please leave us a comment in the comment section, share this video, give us a like because you'll be doing us a big favor because the more likes we get, the more it improves the algorithms to let people see this video and also improve our viewership. We would also appreciate it if it's your first time to subscribe. And please always come back here for more of our videos because we'll always be here to discuss football. Because as they say in football no, the Wahala no they finish. Anyway, I'm Noise, your host. Once again, I'll be seeing you next time and stick around for our predictions coming right up.